Okay, this is going to be a rather quick video. I only am allowed 10 minutes on my camera here, so 10 minutes really isn't enough time to explain the first aid kits in general. This, what you're looking at right here, is the basic level 1 that I was discussing. These are the items that I mentioned that I would carry at the very minimum. And just to give you a real quick idea, we'll get rid of this first. This is your basic tongue depressor, just basically a big old popsicle stick. I'm sure you've all seen them before. This I would not carry any longer. This is just for demonstration purposes because it's no longer sterile. But you can buy them prepackaged, sterile, basic tongue depressors. Your antiseptic wipes. There's many different varieties out there, different kind, different labels, etc., etc. Me personally, I prefer the benzalkonium. They just seem to work better. Why, I don't know. I don't know if it's the qualities or what, but I carry at least two to four of those. I've mentioned the alcohol prep pads and wipes. Again, 10 to 15. You're always having to wipe something, either cuts, scrapes, stings. It's always better to sterilize and clean the area before you do anything. And as a last resort, they also make a good fire starter. Your basic kit will come with the things like your fever reducers, nasal decongestants, aspirin, that kind of stuff. I've also carried what's called Medilite. You can get this from different manufacturers and styles and everything. Again, this basically, all this is, it's a potassium chloride tablet, and it works great for reducing like muscle fatigue and cramping and things like that. I don't think I've ever taken a single trek where I haven't had at least 1 to 2 muscles get fatigued and start to cramp up on me. These work wonders. If you don't want to carry a Medilite in particular, you can buy just your general over-the-counter diet supplementary tablets, and they work really good. Just potassium, that's all it is. These are your aspirins and decongestant items. More of the same. This is a sting relief pad. It's basically alcohol. It also has a lidocaine property to it, so it gives it a semi-numbing effect. Excellent for like spider bites, bee sting, ant bites, whatever. Once the area or the stingers have been removed and stuff, wiped down with this. Works great. Helps reduce the itching and the annoyance. Normally, I don't think I covered carrying an ammonia inhalant on the level 1, but I do myself. That's more for your level 2, level 3s. A mixed variety of your bandages of all different sizes, all the way from your small junior bandages. We've all seen these. They're only about a 2-inch long strip. To your regular band-aids. Carry plenty of those. Your pads and your gauze. I would say carry at least 1 2x3, 2 3x3s, 1 4x4. And if you can find a larger, like 5-inch, carry at least one of them with you on a level 1. I have several that I carry. Different styles, again, different purposes. This is the no stick pad, which is basically like this, the Band-Aid. It has that plastic adhesive coating over the top. It has real good absorbance qualities, but it doesn't stick to your skin, so when you peel it off, it doesn't reopen the wounds. I always carry at least 3, 5, maybe even 10 cotton swabs. I've mentioned the fact of carrying a needle and thread, and you may never have to do repairs or something along that line. Personally, I use nylon, not just a regular string thread. I go for the nylon because it's a lot stronger. The tubes that I mentioned earlier that I carry, basic iodine, betadine, that kind of stuff. Excellent antiseptic wipe stuff. A safety pin, an average sized ace wrap in case you do have to mobilize something, your wrist, your ankle, an elbow, something, knee. You have something that'll give it that strength and that padding if you need it. Surgical gloves, always nice to have. It may not be you that you're working on, and with today's infectious diseases and everything that's out there, err on the side of precaution, use the gloves. I carry myself a little bar of soap just for general cleansing purposes. This particular one that I have here has medical grade qualities to it, so that it's an excellent antiseptic and everything. Just, you know, common sense, wash your hands and everything before you work on somebody or something. Keep it clean, keep it sterile. This is just a no stick pad, extra one I had kicking around I tossed in. These are the guides that I was referring to as to like the index size card. This actually in itself is a whole guide for different situations. Opens up, folds out, small, compact, thin, nothing to it. This is a little bit more in depth. This is what actually came with this particular kit, and it covers a great variety of your basic first aid stuff. If I can get it open. So, I mean, as you can see, there's a great many different subjects, situations, instructions, techniques. And as I said, if you don't have the basic first aid skills, these come in real handy. And if it's not you, it may be somebody else that's accessing your pack and your first aid kit. They have a guide to go by. That basically is just a general level 1 kit. Again, limited in supply, but that's basically what you're going to get when you purchase over-the-counter first aid kit. Unless you go to somewhere where they have the advanced kits and you're going to spend a great deal more amount of money. I covered that, I think, in the oral presentation. You're better off to purchase your own supplies and supply it that way. It's going to be more economical for you. But I can get all of that and a great deal more in this little pack size first aid kit right here. It doesn't have to be big. In fact, the smaller the better, more compact, less weight, but you have everything that you need. That right there is basic level 1 first aid kit.